and you will know that there is a trading opportunity, even with the analyst edition, of course. And I see another question from Mark. How does Sentient Trader deal with the spread when it comes to stop losses? FXCM, for example, has quite a large spread which needs to be taken into account. Yes, the spread is very important. Let me see whether I have, if I want to show my text information, you will see up at the top of this chart, if I freeze this, you'll see up at the top of this chart here, Mark, MT4 spread. Okay. The spread is very important when you're making trading decisions. I don't know whether you know this, but MetaTrader 4 does not provide last trade information. It's a trading platform that does not provide last trade information. It provides only the bid and the ask. So Sentient Trader is constantly monitoring the spread. And at the particular moment, you can see there are 27 ticks. I think that's what people would call 2.7. 2.7 points is the current MT4 spread, which is quite a wide spread. And I am actually using FXCM, I think, for this chart. So it's quite a wide spread. How does Sentient Trader how does Sentient Trader make trading decisions? Well, when you actually generate a trading order, Sentient Trader, if you go to your options, and you go and take a look at trading defaults, you will see Sentient Trader has a setting here somewhere. Here we go. There it is. Of course, you need the Trader edition of Sentient Trader, and it says here, adjust MT4 orders by X times the spread. Okay. If that set to 0. Some people don't believe in adjusting your orders because they believe that if price crosses that level, then you mustn't adjust it for spread. Other people believe you should adjust it for spread. It depends on your trading style. You can, if you make that 1, for instance, then Sentient Trader will take the full spread value and will displace your order by the full spread value above the level at which it wanted to make that trade, or below that level if it's a selling order. Okay, so I hope that answers that question from Mark. Nagaraj, how do you take a long or short trade with neutral underlying trend? Okay, that's a good question. You will notice that in the version 3 of Sentient Trader, there is a new panel for trading, which is click to trade. Okay. And I'm trying to draw a circle around it, and my mouse is being a little tricky. Okay, that's the Click to Trade tab. First one is use Graal for Windows, etc., etc., etc. And you can see here there's a very important setting: generate Hurst levels with neutral underlying trend. Do you want to or don't you? That's a personal choice, Nagaraj, whether you want to generate entries with a neutral underlying trend or whether you don't. Personally, I don't believe in generating Hurst entry levels with neutral underlying trend. If you're using the sentient trading methodology, then whether or not you generate trades depends, of course, on your sentient trading matrix, but that's beyond the level of today's discussion. If you're using Hurst trading methodology, then you need to answer that very important question. Do I want to generate trade orders when there is a neutral underlying trend? Personally, I don't believe in it, and which is why I have my setting unticked, as you can see. I think the default is unticked. You get fewer trading opportunities, but the opportunities you get are more likely to be profitable, which is, of course, the most important thing. You should never be scrounging around to find trading opportunities. There are so many trading opportunities around nowadays that you're spoiled for choice. So I don't believe in taking trading opportunities with neutral underlying trend. Okay. All right. Did you hear that sound? I don't know whether you did, but there was a sound, and you will notice that at the bottom of my screen, and let's see if I can do this. Here we go. At the bottom of my screen, you see that there? Can you read it? I hope you can. It says price alert. Trader Chat. Trader Chat is the name of this workspace. 2-day cycle, that's the name of the chart. 15-minute, which means it's a 15-minute bar chart. So now you know where that alert came from. It came from our Trader Chat workspace, the 2-day cycle, 15-minute bars. It tells us price break of 122.7511. Because remember, I set all those price break levels, and so price broke over that level, and so therefore I was sent an alert. Now, if I was sitting at my computer working with Sentient Trader or working on something else, then that price alert would have popped up, and I would have, I would have taken note of it, and I would have therefore been able to take some kind of action, whatever I wanted to do when that price alert popped up. If I wasn't sitting at my computer, Sentient Trader will now just run happily on the computer, and it will send you messages. Okay, if I was on the beach, and believe me, I've tempted to be. It's getting very hot here in Italy. If I was on the beach, I would have received that alert to my iPhone, or whatever mobile device I had with me, smartphone or whatever mobile device, and I would have received that alert, and I would have known, oh, okay, price has broken that level. That price alert could have been based on an FLD, in which case that message would have told me that it had crossed a particular FLD, rather than simply telling me that it was a price alert. I've made these alerts sticky. So if I step away from my computer just for 5 minutes, I go down the road for a quick coffee, and I come back again, and I've left everything going, of course, then sometimes I will find several messages on my desktop. They might have stacked up. I would have received them also to my phone, of course, because I've been away from my computer. So it's a really, really very, very exciting new development in Sentient Trader, in version 3 of Sentient Trader. Right, now, I am already over time because we are trying to keep these trader chats to 45 minutes, and I have several more things to say about version 3 of Sentient Trader, and I'll probably pick up the discussion next week. But there is one final thing that I would like to demonstrate to you about version 3 of Sentient Trader, which for me, as a Hurst analyst, is in many ways the most exciting thing. I'm very happy to be placing orders manually on a trading platform and all that kind of thing. So for me, as an analyst, I think at heart the analysis is what I find particularly fascinating. And as an analyst in version 2 of Sentient Trader, if you weren't happy with the analysis that Sentient Trader had generated for you, then you would have to change your analysis start period, perhaps. You'd have to fiddle around a bit. You might have to build an expert model. It was quite fiddly. It was a process that worked. It worked very well. And you can still do that in version 3 of Sentient Trader. But there is a new, very fantastic, in my opinion, system that you can use for telling Sentient Trader where you believe troughs should be. One of the big problems with building expert models is that when you were working on an intraday level, it was almost impossible to build expert models and to keep up with the market. That's all changed with version 3 of Sentient Trader. With the click of a mouse, as I'm about to demonstrate to you, with the click of a mouse, well, it's actually 2 clicks of a mouse. With 2 clicks of a mouse, I can tell Sentient Trader what I believe is happening in the markets. There we go. There's another price alert. Okay, price has broken over the 122.8551 level. Again, if I wasn't sitting at my computer, I would have received that alert on my mobile device, on my phone, whatever it was. I would have received that alert, and I could take action. And I could make a trading decision. One of the very powerful things that I believe in using Sentient Trader is at the beginning of the day you have a look at where you might enter the market, and you set alerts on an FLD or something like that. And when price crosses the first FLD, you then set an entry based on the next FLD, because that's of course where you expect price to go. But before actually setting the entry, you take the starter unfolding and so on. But I'm digressing. It's all getting a bit out of hand. I just got a message from Paul saying that those alerts aren't showing on his end. That's really horribly disappointing, because they're all nice and big on my screen. I'll tell you why the price alerts don't show. It's because NetViewer In fact, I think I can do it. NetViewer is not showing growl. Let me see. Let me see if I can change that quickly, just as a matter of interest. Desktop and toolbar. I always hide a whole lot of things because I think they're unnecessary. Okay, well, I don't know if now you can see it. Perhaps you can, perhaps you can't. Can I take a screen grab? Let me see if I can take a screen grab. Okay, I can take a screen grab. There we go. That's a good idea. Okay, here's a screen grab taken of my chart, of my desktop actually, and what you can see here at the bottom. Okay, and Chris says it's showing now. Okay, great. Well, here's the screen grab, just in case you thought I was making it all up. There they are. Okay, there is the price alert. Okay. It's a really nice price alert. It says price alert. It's got Sentient Trader's logo attached to it, and in fact, on my iPhone, when price alerts or any alert from Sentient Trader arrives, they pop up on my iPhone with the Sentient Trader logo. It's all pretty fantastic, and as you can see, that's the price alert. Okay, so hopefully you all believe me now. You will receive price alerts. Okay. What was I saying? Ah, yes. Yes, how do you influence the analysis that Sentient Traders performed? If you're working intraday and you're watching those cycles unfolding, then how do you influence the analysis that Sentient Trader is performing? Let's say, for instance, that this looks kind of okay for me at the moment. Let's say that I don't think that this very short cycle trough should be here. Let's say I think it should be a little bit later. How can I influence that? And I see a question from John, expecting to roll out version 3 to all, and Paul's answered the question. Great. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate this final thing that I really must show you, because for me it's really perhaps the most exciting aspect of version 3. There's another price alert. I hope you can see it. I really wasn't making it up. Okay, so how can you influence the analysis that Sentient Trader is performing? First of all, you can do this on any chart, end of day all the way down to 1 minute. You can do this on any chart. It's really easy, and I'm going to show you how you do it. You use a process called trough pinning. Okay, there's a new menu under the analysis menu called trough pinning, and I'm going to get rid of all these troughs, and I'm going to therefore reanalyze this end of the chart. Okay, Sentient Trader is now reanalyzing the chart because I've removed the trough pins. You don't know what a trough pin is yet, understand, but you will in a moment.